Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Nope, that didn't work. Let's try it again. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That was closer. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Closer. If I could have you settle in, stop waving at your children, you're distracting them, so we can get this party started. People who are still coming in this room every year is like packed to overflowing. Find a comfortable stair at this point. Make yourselves comfortable. If you've got an empty seat next to you, would you raise your hand?
Naya.
All right. I'm going to take a minute now to remind you of appropriate audience behavior. Stop it. I'm going to take a minute.
Naya. That was being such a good guy saying you were asleep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot start until you are. I would love to introduce our amazing BMS teacher, but I cannot because you are all still children. Yes, Mr. Captain. Apparently sitting in the dark suits you. I think next year I'm going to sell tickets, and only the nice, well-behaved audience members will be able to sit up front. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your patience. I know that as big as this room is, it's really small for all of us. So I would ask you to be patient with each other, to make sure that every seat we can fill is filled, so that maybe a few more people who have to stand can stop standing. I'm going to remind you of appropriate audience behavior now, just like I do with the kids when they're in assemblies. When someone up here is talking or playing, you are listening. You're keeping your hands and feet to yourselves. And you're going to remember good audience behavior clapping at the end of the performance. Does anybody have any questions? Excellent.
Good evening. Good evening. It is my pleasure to welcome you to an evening of music with the Berlin-Boylston Regional School District. If you don't know me, my name is Holly Berenger, and it is an absolute honor to be the new elementary band director at Berlin Memorial School and Boylston Elementary School. I started here in January of this year, and literally every single day, I feel infinitely grateful to be in such a special community. All my family and friends can attest to this because I brag about y'all constantly. I tell anyone who will listen about how phenomenal it is that this school district truly understands the value of music education and proudly supports our incredible band and choir programs. From day one, I was absolutely blown away by how this community shows up. Clearly. Our amazing administration shows up every single day to happily answer hundreds of questions a day and keep us organized. Our wonderful principals show up every day with enthusiasm for teaching and learning. They are genuinely excited about the growth of our band program and encourage me not just to follow what's been done in the past, but to become the teacher that I was meant to be. Every single day, day in and day out, I watch our amazing teachers and paraprofessionals show up with unbelievable amounts of tenacity and patience, going way above and beyond to do what is needed for every single student at our school to be included and find success. I watch our wonderful custodians show up every day, happy to do what is needed to support the safety and well-being of our students, and I am eternally grateful for their help setting up for concerts. And don't even get me started on our families. I am incredibly grateful for the support you have shown to me in the band program, the chorus program, and to all of these students. None of this would be possible without our volunteers who show up and donate their time, not just to support their own child, but for showing up and doing whatever is needed to support all of our students here. The same gratitude goes for our parent-teacher organizations. Thank you, BMS Performing Arts Committee, Link, and the BES PEO for not just showing up for your child, but for each and every one of our students. I also wanted to quickly thank our Mr. Jeffrey Peer and Jeremiah Gallant, our music teachers at Tohoto, for all of your assistance during setup, rehearsals, and letting us borrow your equipment. And the thing I brag about the most, though, are these phenomenal students you see here before you today, and some are even in the audience right now. These students find so much joy and take so much pride in learning to express themselves, working hard together. As an inclusive team, even if they come from different schools, they help each other persevere through learning a new language, and they work through all of the interesting sounds that come out of these hunks of wood and metal, and by the end of the day, they end up with some really great music. I am so lucky and grateful that I get to make music and memories with these students every single day. But before we do, I would like to remind everyone of the no food and drink policy in this auditorium, with the exception of water. We are grateful to Tohoto for letting us borrow this space, so let's leave it cleaner than how we found it. Please take a quick moment to note at the exits at the top of each stairwell and at the bottom of each stairwell. And up first is our 4th grade combined band, composed of students who began playing their instrument in September. We start with how to open their case so their instrument doesn't fall out upside down onto the floor. We put our instruments together. We learn how to read music, produce a good quality tone on our instruments, put all of those skills together, and we end up with something like this. Our first song today is Hot Cross Buns. I'm certain you've heard this melody before, but this is our first piece where we have some musicians playing the well-known melody, while other musicians are playing a supporting role in the harmony at the same time. We will be playing this twice, so please hold your applause until we do this both times, so that each student gets a chance to play both parts. Without further ado, 4th grade band. pretty funky song, and after that, a class favorite, Too Much Homework Blues. Now, originally, that was going to be the end of our fourth grade band concert, but these kids are just so amazing that I had to add an extra song because they tackled their music. It was way too easy for them, way too fast. So we added two-note tango to the program. First time, we'll be playing normally. Second time, a little bit faster. transition. So students and anyone helping around, please listen to all the directions for this first transition before moving. First, our 5th grade band members in the audience right now are going to stand up, exit through this door, line up in order in the hallway, starting with percussion. And then, as you will pull in, go ahead and do that now.
Bro, you do it all, huh? How well? Weather was awesome. It was really awesome. Did you find out? No, I was getting nervous. Two? And then it was four. No, it was going on. I was right off the bar. So milk was came back and destroyed. So our friend's daughter really she's for the health of it. So after really just this thing, Abby really was talking to her. This really good. She's like, you squirt. She's so funny. Jess rolls up, she starts getting comfortable with the other two. Hey, your enemies for the day. So Jess comes over, she goes, I'm starting to feel a little weird. Come back over. Oh, of course.
She helped us out. Tell her thank you.
Thank you.
Please join me in welcoming our 5th grade band to the stage. and talented group. And I wish you all the best of next year in middle school. The first piece that we will be performing for you today is a long tone warm-up, which helps students develop a great sound and gives students the opportunity to listen outside of themselves, to their neighbors, to their section, and to all of the different layers of the band. Please note that this piece has measures of rests or silence. When we are through, we will lower our hands and instruments. Please wait until this time to applaud. After this peaceful song, we will amp up the intensity for you with March of the Romans, or as many of our students have lovingly renamed it, Munch of the Ramen Noodles. Our last fifth grade band piece tonight is entitled Mechanical Monsters. In this work, you will hear the sounds of metal, gears, and steam used to overlay a repeating, plodding groove that suggests something shambling its way across a darkened countryside, drawing ever closer to the unsuspecting city, completely unaware of the havoc that is about to befall them. In this piece of music, you will hear students hiss to imitate the sound of steam, pencils tapping on metal music stands to imitate the gears, and metal sounds from the percussion. Micah, can you do us a big favor and demonstrate for us? All right, at this point in time, we have a massive transition to make before we welcome chorus to the stage. So we'll have about a 20-minute intermission. Please listen, students, parents, volunteers, to directions carefully. First, our fifth grade percussion will start moving percussion equipment safely back to the band room. You may go percussion. While they're doing this, the fifth grade band